Hi class, welcome to our third week of school. I know that this week we are going to be working on our midterm and we're also going to be working on our group project number one, both the presentation and the outline. I wanted to come up here and film this quick video for you all, and I wanted to explain to you what the rubric will look like, how I'll be grading this presentations, and just to give you more clarification as to how this project will look like. So the first thing that I wanted to go over is the midterm study guide. You do have a midterm study guide up in here on Canvas. One of the things that I always like to tell my classes is that if the topic is not on the midterm study guide or in any of the study guides that I provide for you, then don't worry about studying it because it won't be on your midterm. So for the midterm, I'm going to be looking at chapters 1 through 4. So we're going to be talking about defining communication. So what is communication? In communication studies, basically everything that we talked about and everything that you read on chapter 1. Chapter 2 is also going to be on the midterm, and so is chapter 3 and chapter 4. So again, looking at all these terms that are here is what you need to prepare for and what you need to go over for your midterm exam. I would highly encourage you all to download the study guide, complete it, and once you have completed it, go ahead and take your midterm exam. Once you click on your midterm exam, just like the quizzes, you only have one attempt. So make sure that you have a safe internet connection, that you have the 60 minutes amount of time to take your midterm exam. And obviously you can use the textbook and you can use your study guide or notes to take this midterm exam. This midterm exam is due July 1st at 11:59 p.m. So the following Friday. This midterm will open Sunday at midnight. So you have roughly about like 5 or 6 days to complete it. Again, it shouldn't be rocket science as long as you complete the study guide. And if you have been keeping up with the readings and you have been keeping up with the slides that I have provided for you all, then you should be able to do fine and there's nothing to worry about. If you have any questions in regards to the midterm, let me know. I can totally meet with you for office hours. I am really good at responding to emails, so just shoot me an email and I'll be more than happy to help. Now let's go back to the presentation and the outline for the presentation, which I know is one of the things that you're probably most concerned about for the upcoming week. So for the presentation, this is what I'm going to be grading your presentation based on. So again, like I mentioned to you at the very beginning on our like kind of like the introduction video for that first week, you are required to film your presentation using Zoom and then uploading that Zoom video onto YouTube. Kind of the same thing that I do for these little lectures that I film for the class. I uploaded on, first I record the video on Zoom. That's how I'm able to do screen sharing. And then I upload it onto YouTube. Obviously, I have set my YouTube on public, but I would highly encourage you to set it on private. That way you only can share the link with those of us who you wish can see the video, and you don't have to have a video like going around in public that you don't want anyone else to see. So I also have linked here how to record your presentations. I do have a little helpful tutorial on how to record on Zoom if you've never done that. This is a little recording tutorial. Obviously it shouldn't say SMC here. It should say that you have it through LACCD. We do have Conference Zoom through LACCD, so you should be able to film through our LACCD LA Valley College Zoom account. All of you should have one or should have access to it. So you should have access to that. You should be able to access it through Canvas. I will attach it here as well, where I can find that. So I will attach the link here as well. I do have a recording tutorial that shows you how to do screen sharing and how to record your presentation. If you have any questions, you can reach out to the IT at Valley College, or you can shoot your questions towards the Zoom support team. It should be pretty self-explanatory and very simple to follow along. Then you are going to create a YouTube channel for the group, and then you are going to upload that video recording from Zoom onto your video channel. I also have a link here that has helpful suggestions, and it has like a step-by-step walkthrough on how to create closed captions. So I have put there for you all. So once you have done all of that, the only thing that you're going to upload here onto the assignment is going to be the link to your YouTube video. So you're just going to literally copy and paste the link to the YouTube video, and I will click on it here and watch it. So basically, I'm grading you on 4 different criteria. The first one is group cohesiveness. Obviously, I want to see that the group had a good flow, that you're in tune one another. And this is basically going to be based on how much communication you've had, how much you have stayed on top of one another, if you have created a good relationship with the group, and if you had time to rehearse and prepare. So that's group cohesiveness. I'm also going to be looking at presentation preparedness, meaning does everybody know what they're supposed to say? Is everybody, did everybody rehearse their parts? Does everybody know what they're going to contribute? Basically, that you know their parts and that you stay on that time. Next, I'm going to be looking at the presentation prompt. Obviously, for the prompt, you are required to cover the group color, song, and name. You're also supposed to create rules for your group, both social and task rules. And obviously, this is meant to be followed by a visual aid. We are meant to be seeing your faces in the video. So don't forget that for every single one of your video presentations, you are required to show your face and you are required to have a visual aid. And for the video format, I'm just basically looking that you submitted your video to YouTube, you granted me the link to it, you have closed captions, I can see everybody and I can hear everybody fine. Obviously, this is not a film class, I don't expect it to be a masterpiece, but obviously it has to be visible, I have to be able to hear it. Very simple, just kind of like the videos that I set up for these mini video lectures that I do for you all. That's exactly what I'm looking like. So out of your presentation is out of 35 points. Remember that only one of your group mates needs to upload the link for the presentation. So make sure that you choose your team, one of your team members that's like, I don't know, the most reliable or the one that's the most on top of things to submit that. So that will be for the presentation submission. Now for the outline submission. So for the outline, you're just going to either submit a PDF, a doc, or a docx document with your outline. The guidelines require you to, like, the outline tells you exactly what you covered in the presentation. And if you look at the presentation guidelines, it tells you exactly what I want on that outline. Basically, for your outline, I'm not looking for a specific format. I just want it to be in bullet points and to be in complete sentences. If you have it in that format, it's perfect. And again, I'm looking at the format. Like I said, I want the outline in bullet point format. Make sure that the outline is double spaced, has 1-inch margins, that there's little grammatical or punctuation errors. Make sure that you proofread it and all of that. I'm also looking that you have headings. So you let me know what section is which and who contributed to what section. And your outline is out of 15 points. If you have any questions in regards to anything, just shoot me an email. I'll be more than happy to help you, or meet through Zoom. I will be making those changes over here in the presentation submission, where I'll make a link on where to find the Zoom account for Valley College and all of that. I hope that you enjoy filming your presentation as much as I enjoy watching them. And I'm excited to see what you can come up with. Again, if you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out for me. And happy presentation week. Let me know if you need any help, and I will talk to you all next week.